back to our channel and welcome back to another video. So today's video is going to be a weekly budget update, and the only thing that I have to update you is my kids' deposits, because since you saw the last budget update and the stuffing of my envelopes, I haven't had anything come in except kids' deposits. Now kids' deposits came in a little bit random this month. I got a deposit 2 days in a row, which never happens. Usually I get something every week or every other week, but never 2 days in a row. So it is what it is. We just make a note of it and keep it moving. So here in my actual column for the month of May, on 5/5, I got a deposit of $152.34, and then on 5/6, I got a deposit for $216.46. So I just go ahead and make those adjustments into my budget here. So you see that 5/5 was $152.34 and 5/6 was $216.46, giving us a total of $368.80 as far as deposits for kids. That makes us have a balance of $4,587.19 for total income. So we did go ahead and make allocations for each of the dollars that were sent in, and let me show you what that looks like. Alrighty, so on 5/5, I went ahead and paid my cell phone bill, which that came out of my paycheck money. I still had paycheck money, and when I paid that bill, that was out of mom's paycheck money. Moving down, we had my Health Wage Gym that came out on the 5th. We had $50 that I put into the kids' savings accounts. I also put $50 in their accounts on the 6th as well. Moving down, I did $16 for tithe and offering on the 5th, and then $22 on the 6th. And then we were able to put into our savings $86 on the 5th and $144.46 on the 6th. So that is where we are with depositing funds and allocating those funds. Let me take you back to the budget sheet and share with you what we're doing now. All right, so that, of course, gave us a total income of $4,587.19, to which, for our living expenses, we have already paid out our mortgage at $950, our electric at $111.91, water at $68.66, telephone is $113, internet was $74.99, handy-mandy repairs at $150. This money right here had to be reverted to go into putting for another expense. She did not come. There are some issues with her not coming. So we actually put a lot of this money into the garden, doing some additional garden updates, and something else. I can't remember, but if I remember, I'll let you know. I put a little bit into the envelope for Mr. Jerome. He's going to come out next week and do a little bit more work than what I had previously wanted done, but he's going to make some much needed improvements around the yard, and we're going to film what the yard looks like before he comes, and then what it looks like after he comes, and then he's going to do all the hauling up of the debris and limbs and tree shavings and all the things. So I am going to actually have to put some more money into that account. 80 went to lawn care. I bought a movie for the kids, set of movies, so $21.52 from Amazon. I'm still waiting for my PureFlix to come out. That has not withdrawn yet, but it will. Health Wage Gym is $15. That came out. Taekwondo, we paid at $325. Groceries, I took out $300 for cash. And then my hair money went to the savings account. My supplement, I paid $44.47. I'm still waiting for that to come. Miscellaneous kids, we've put $100 in there. funds so far. For the house where Mr. Jerome, that's $150, but I've allocated some additional funds because it's going to cost me $250 to get him to do what needs done. Recreation for the Roku, I spent $40 there. And then if I move down, I took out $50 for gas. I put in $200 to my savings. So far for tithe this month, we've done $718. $30 to a ministry that we support, and we've put into savings $1,060. So that was so good that so far this month we've already put $1,000 into savings. And then I have took out $100 blow money for Jackson's birthday. So that gives us a total expense of $4,503.01, leaving us with $84.18. And so the only thing that still needs to come out is my PureFlix at $99, which I was still short about $15. So I went ahead and made sure that there was money in the account to compensate for that overage there. So we should be perfectly fine as far as that $99 coming out with no problem. But for the month, all the other bills are allocated for. We have paid everything. We are current on everything. I'm very excited about this savings right now. Just in 1 month, we were able to do that, and that's amazing. Our savings is steadily building. It's moving right along, and that's just a blessing from the Lord. So there it is. Just a quick update on those two kids' deposits. As we continue to get additional monies in, we'll update the budget then. If you have any questions about this budget, please feel free to leave us a comment down below. I know a lot of people will ask about my church tithe and offering. So I tithe off of my gross amount of paycheck, which is not what you actually see. I put in my net amount, what I bring home in my budgeted, but I tithe off of the gross. So my gross salary is $5,000 a month, and so I tithe $500 as a norm, and then this was anything else that came in over and above that, which for this month was my supplement at $1,800, and then the two kids' deposit. So I get a supplement twice a year, once in April, once in October, and so you won't see any high numbers like that anymore. Actually, my last month of tithing is the month of May. So moving into my June budget, you will see the last tithe go in, because I don't tithe at the end of June or at the end of July because I'm technically not working. I'm unemployed. But I do pay my tithe in 10 months off of my full salary. I don't spread it out over 12. I just do it in 10. So I know people always ask about that. So I will let you guys know what that is. And then, in case you didn't see my community tab, we do now have 9 grocery cards for the summer. I am going to try to work to get more than that because grocery prices are raising. That was enough for $50 for 10 weeks. So I'm going to try my hardest to still keep saving a few more dollars so that we have exactly what we need for those summer months. So again, we have 9 grocery cards, which is very helpful, way more than we've ever had any year going into the summer. And so, you know, I think sometimes people always look at it like, oh, you should have been doing this before. Well, if you didn't have it before, you can't do it before. I think the word tells us when you know better, you do better, or to know and not do it is sin. But I think when you know better, you do better. So I know better now and trying to allocate funds ahead. Like 2020, January 2020 was the first year that I could do sinking funds. It was the first year that I could really think ahead. And so I'm trying to do that now and be a good steward over what God has given us. So, you know, before people come down so hard on folks and like, oh, you should have been doing this before, that's discouraging to people. And people are like, oh, I'm not going to share anything else because my efforts are not even being celebrate it when I'm doing good. We just have to learn how to be a community of uplifting people. If people are doing foolishness, yes, we might need to say, if you have a voice into their life to say, that's foolish. If you don't, then sometimes your harsh opinion will make people stop making any forward progress. Look at the people in your life and see if they have backtracked, gone backwards according to your thinking, and why that is. Think about if your words were said to encourage them or discourage them. Because if I'm already messing it up, I may as well just mess it up real good and not even worry, because you're going to have an opinion anyway. So I think about that when we start looking at our words and how we say things and what we say to people. It's just, do I want to help people a lot? I mean, if you have any victories this week, praise the Lord. That's a victory. Celebrate that. So what? You made a mistake. We all do. We don't want to keep making them. Again, when you know better, you do better. And to know to do right and not to do it is sin. So again, once I know to get on the road to doing the things, you get on the road to doing the things. So I just wanted to encourage, not because YouTube is mean to me or people are mean to me. That's not anything what I'm saying. But just to take a look in your own lives, in the life of people you have a voice into, to say, oh, okay, I see you did good this month. You were able to, save a few dollars. If your number is only $106 and you were able to save that much, praise God. Just celebrate the small things is what I'm trying to say in my way of saying it. Give yourself a pat on the back. During this time right now, some people are still on stay-at-home orders. Some people are still not working right now. Some people still, haven't been able to get their unemployment settled or whatever. So again, let's be mindful of where people are in their situations and what we have to say about them. So anywho, that's our budget. If you have any questions, just let us know. Leave us a comment down below. If we can help you in any way, let us know. I'm thinking about doing another Zoom class to just do a mid-month check-in, but that will definitely be sometime around May 15th-ish or so, to just do a mid-month checkup. So maybe like the 16th or so. I'll post the link out for anybody that's interested in kind of doing the mid-month. That's going to be like a talk-through session to see where you are and if you have any questions. So anywho, there it is, our budget update for this week. We do thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you like the video, thumb it up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye now.